Hello, boys. This is your Season 16 guide for BRIAR Jungle. This will have a lot to do with your jungle pathing and a little bit about your game plan. Build actually works out. If you saw the thumbnail, it's Bork or Collector. You can still do Titanic. I don't think the builds change that much. But overall, I think Bork should be where you start so you can figure out what to do. And then Titanic does a little bit less damage early game, so you can then kind of like ingrain it into your gameplay. So there's your start. We're going to do Raptor start because of the way that it sequences your camps. This is the biggest thing to deal with, the new jungle quest. So obviously, you hit tab, you can see everyone has a quest. Jungles is pretty simple. You just have to do your regular jungle camp clear, which is good. So I will be doing a Bork by Cleaver game. This is likely BRIAR's second best build. Again, Titanic being number one. Still, they didn't change items enough to really like warrant anything too crazy. But yeah, so all we're going to do is a standard Raptor start into Krug's red and then Wolf's Grunt blue. This is it's basically all that we did last season. We're just doing it again with a little bit of a buff to it. Thank you for following, bro. And you're going to see that on my second full clear. So one thing that's super important is practice your full clear, make it better. You can use the old full clear guide to kind of get you through for now. But jungle clear will be updated a little bit because of the new health amounts. Certain, runes might work because flat health and scaling health give your jungle pet a little bit more damage. So expect that when we have it set up, but we got to see just where everyone's at. There's some people that make their whole day testing out full clears. And let me tell you, man, shout out those people. So Crab Swan's now at 255. So we're still super early for that. Right here, this is just me doing basic stuff. And I get a 245 full clear. Which is not bad, not going to lie. You do kind of wonder where Fiddlesticks is at. I'm going to early E and then W auto Q. Make sure I get max DPS because we do want to be at our Raptors exactly on spawn. Ganking bot could be good here, but I'm thinking about this mid dive. I could flash on him, get the kill, run away. It would turn out really well. Nice. Huge. Now, you won't always get that, of course, and we assume that Fiddlesticks is on this side. We would likely see the crab walking. Yes, where's he at? I guess he might have stayed bot. That's like basically what you do with jungle is based on the crab, it should tell you their whole game plan, and then you can utilize that against them. So all of that I was thinking is that, okay, there he is. Is that he full cleared bot to top and then would be on that crab. If he didn't do that, then he likely just took a full clear like regular. Went bot, didn't find a gank, and then recalled to that crab. So the assumption still is, until, proven otherwise, that he, in fact, did path top down. Now, usually I don't recommend looking for this gank. This gank is pretty bad, especially with it being warded. Like, you have no way to kill him. But we're just trying to chunk him out so that we don't have to worry about top lane. Oh my god, we got the E also. I'm going to go to a weird spot in this bush because he throws Q. He's likely to check this to get the most value of his Q. And this is kind of what I was talking about at the start of the game, where full clearing is really good because you can get an extra camp as per last season. So last season, you would have to get 3 camps and then Dragon was spawn. But if you look at where we're at right now, we're practically hitting these wolves on time, which is good. And then we're going to go to our Grump, and you can see Dragon is basically right after that. And that is like the main gameplay staple right now for junglers, where all you do is you look at this Dragon, okay? And then you just start it if you think that you have prio enough. So like, hey, my laners would walk first, or they killed, or whatever it is. But once you get this full clear, you take the gank to get the prio to get you the dragon. So that's actually all that we're doing right now. And this is the game plan that I think all of you guys should kind of be focused on. Buffery into the drowsy. Nice. I like him taking that, actually. This guy's just gonna die. He might get bubble, but we'd auto W2, and then he'd be dead. Nice. We actually don't want to touch the wave. Now we have prio to go do this. Now the problem could be, it's not 100% prio. Like, hey, I already get this. It is what it is. It's not how it works. But we have the ability to send it at this because their team needs to figure out what they're going to do with their wave state. Like, they need to either get this wave in to deny the freeze or whatever. And then you have Ahri versus Kassadin, which should be Ahri favored, at least until about level 11. And this is why Bork is really good this season, because you do this dragon so much faster than, you know, if you were on Titanic components, that'd be like Tunneler Longsword. So I think this is like a solid way to start. Then you get the dragon and you do the same thing again where, well, with the crabs over, you're going to take the crab. But, you know, you don't want to give Fiddle too much of an opportunity to see your camp. So I think this game, I'm actually okay with just shooting a vision ult here. Don't do this unless you have reason to believe that he's there. So he's not there and he's not bot side. So I don't know what he's doing, but we're going to take the recall on that. And we're actually just going to path top down again. And you can see this gameplay is so locked. And this is kind of what you wanted to do last season, but it's way better this season. So I say stick to this game plan. I think most challenger junglers are saying this is the way to play. Your first full clear sets up everything. So be very, very disciplined. Nice. And you can see we really haven't ganked like that much overall, right? Like we got one mid, one bot, and one top lane gank, which, like, sure, I guess we found time to help everyone, but there'll be games where you don't get these same timers that I've gotten, and it'll feel like, when do I ever gank certain roles? Sometimes it just doesn't work out that well. So he did actually end up getting my Raptors. I could have played for that camp, but I didn't. Could now be top lane. Instead of pivoting up to try and hover the Fid gank, I'm going to take the last 3 camps and then play for Grubs, maybe. And again, this is just the way to play. And I can't say it enough. This is why I think a lot of people should start playing Bork right now. Titanic still does the same game plan and, you know, maybe better for teamfights, but reality is that you should likely learn on Bork just so you kind of get a feel for BRIAR's damage. And, you know, Titanic does add another auto attack cancel that you need to be good with. And if you're not able to manage it yet, it might mess you up. Might do more damage than good. So, mid lane's fighting right now, so I'm definitely looking there. He just got flashed on. I saw it on the minimap. That should add a bleed. This guy sees the crystals. Look, crystals mind control is so real. EXP for the cannon. Q. He didn't even buffer ult. Auto W2. He dies to bleed. Nice. Now we're actually going to get this wave in. My mid laner might be mad about it, but it is correct. And we're going to get this. Now we have Prio. Now, if you had to recall, that would have been fine. But we don't. We're kind of strong right now, so I'm going to look for this. So he was able to get this. Let's see what we can do in terms of the fight here. I'm going to do this. He's going to buffer Fear. We're going to put our E into that just to put him into the wall. Good try. He flashed his flash. He might have a camp up, so we might be able to take something. They did just TP Aston. If he comes running at me, I'm a piece of shit. No, you're not, bro. That's like the end-all be-all. It's like, if you tell someone, like, hey, I would like you, you know, hey, I think you have the capacity to do better. If they just hit you with, I'm a piece of shit, so it is the most infuriating thing on earth. Because, look, man, you guys have more to give. You have more to give with the game, right? I've given you the game plan that every challenger jungler is using right now. Shown you how to do it. Shown you my thought process while doing it. And there's some people that will just say, well, I'm a piece of shit. Oh, I'm a noob. Oh, I don't care. It's like, that is the end-all be-all for negativity. Do not do that. If that's you, you need to stop now. There is no excuse, man. You gotta bring it home. You gotta be the warrior, man. But yeah, I mean, standard game plan you're seeing. Just look at the gap here. And it's not like I'm doing anything too crazy, right? All I'm doing is legit full clearing. We have a 1v3 coming up. I'm not going to look for this. This is a bit too risky. I'll take the 1, though. I do like the idea of going to Fiddlesticks Red and killing him for it. Just because we do have good vision here. We're going to tag, check his Raptors, make sure that they're down, because that might mean that he's just running here. And then we're going to sit here. I don't know who... I don't know who did this, but it's good. If he walks this way, then we'll E him into the wall and try and one-shot him. And if he walks the other way, then we'll just jump this wall. If he doesn't show soon, he might have gone Krugs and like somehow we just don't see him. But I'm not going to spend forever here. Okay. To be honest, you could wait for him to use his spells on the red. Like if he loses his Q, it's good. I used E. We're fleeing for a second, but he has no flash. We know that. You buffer E into his W every time. If he uses his Zonias, that's even crazier work. Not gonna lie, that is just not good. His team is there for now. We need to wait for our Auri. I'm gonna use Sweeper to try and get rid of their vision here. Look for MF. Not bad. You can take a tap E to slow him down a little bit. Could be good. Slow her down with Smite, and then we're just waiting for Q here. Nice. Huge play. Now we can go here. They shouldn't be able to play for this even without Smite because we have mid and bot prio. And again, you got to think about what your next play is after whatever you're doing. So I'm doing second dragon right now. Now I need to worry about my top side getting taken. So again, like you could shoot the vision ult. Let me tell you, man, the vision ult, it calls to you in times like this. But I think we're fine right now. It does suck to not have our full recall, but I can actually show you guys this kind of like greedy spot that you can sit in here. And so I was going to show that like you can just go Gromp here and pray that your team can ward here. And then if you have the ward there, okay, so she actually pinged that she can ward. If you get that ward, then you can actually take the full greed recall. It's not that good because like if you do just recall right now and just go get your second item, you can likely just be on the map and answer a play here. Like from this position, I really can't answer a Fiddlesticks play. So it's worth thinking about taking the recall given the game state. I think I can do it this game because there's no neutrals on the map. So fights are kind of, you know, they are what they are. Either you die because you didn't ward or you know, or you don't die. It is what it is, man. That's not A. It is what it is. Now you can see you get set up in a really good way. Zehen does have TP. These 3 minions aren't really worth my time. So now that we have Black Cleaver, now you can basically just counter enemy team. So they have a lot of CC, so I'm actually going to lock, actually do Endless Hunger game. So I think I've already showed you guys this. Endless Hunger is just your tenacity option if you don't want to go Steric. So especially when you're ahead. So I'm super far ahead. I'm super snowballing, so it unlocks the option to go this. You don't have to. You could still just lock the Sterics here, which is like technically a more consistent route, but the top end of Endless Hunger is actually higher, right? Because it's a multi-kill item. See if we can land it. Nice. I'm not going to use W because I want to play for the second kill. I think this actually gives me a cannon. At 25%, we're going to use E. Try and put him into the wall. He ults once, nothing. Try and buffer W2 so that you don't get beard. So you can cancel on it and then just play it out. You can get that, get out. He still has bleed on him for a hot sec, I think. Nice. Good job. My Rakan's cooking. Now, I shouldn't actually take this wave. I don't recommend doing this because it actually messes up your bot laner's quest. And that's something that's happened this season that, like, actually... in previous seasons, I would take that wave and be happy about it. I know I still did it this game, but it is what it is. Can't take it back. But you should definitely think about not taking that wave because, again, quests, like, he's super close to it, so I don't get punished this time. But if he was a lot further behind, it definitely could be bad. Not going to look for these camps. I would likely win the fight, but it seems slightly risk, and I'm worth 1k gold, so I'm just going to stick with making plays with my team. I'm going to clear this quadrant, then I'm going to go to Rift Herald here. Nice. We're super fed here. We have losing mid, but he's doing well, and he kind of got us a kill early game. We have, I don't know. I would say like even. what's it called? Even bot lane. I don't know. It's like slightly behind, but support's ahead. Behind mid, I'm turbo ahead, and top lane is definitely ahead. To be honest, the items didn't really look at it, but then we look at level and CS. It looks good. So now this Rift is a good play. They can't really answer us because Zahen's already here. If Zahen wasn't already here, I would just take my Krugs and try and sync up with him a little bit more. But because he's already here, we're fine. We see 2 bot, 1 mid, so it can only be Fiddle walking. You would likely think he would walk from here. So that's where we're going to keep our eyes looking at. So that's good. Smolder's really low. It looks like they're trying to fit ult this. I'm going to greed the extra camp because I am disgusting. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I could have answered that, but that's okay. You could recall for Caulfields here, or you can just stay on the map. I think I'm going to stay on the map. I'm going to try and get Ari to this bush. If we can beat them there, we can start the fight. We got the F&Gs, which is good. Don't want to ult into Zoe bubble. That seems like it'll likely kill me. Snuck into this bush. Maybe a cook here. Bork slow is just killing this guy. There's not much he can do. My Zahen's going 1v3. I'm going to try and help him. It seems like he might not need it, but... Nice. It's a top lane L0ganJGs takeover. I can actually Rift bot here. He doesn't really need it for tier 1, but with 20 seconds, it might give you time to get tier 1 and 2, and then go for Dragon. And the cool thing that a lot of you guys are probably happy about is Autocon's no longer in the game, but Baron is like actually a raid boss. So it's really important for you to know that doing Baron at 20 minutes, you need a lot of kills, because Baron is real now. So, like, with our teams being strong, that sucks. With our team being strong, if we get enough picks, we can definitely make it work to deny this Caston scaling, but he's only on 2nd item right now. We're going to 3rd, so we're definitely strong. They might look for this. To be honest, it's not worth for me to risk. Again, I'm worth 1k, so I'm not trying to take any random fights here. I'm just going to stay on the map. And again, you can see I'm zooming on this map, man. The jungle quest is real, okay? It's real. Movement speed is one of the best stats in the game. Is Caston just trying it? I mean, he can't do anything here, I'm not gonna lie. I'll do it for you guys. I'm so bad. To be honest, you should have aimed that up anyway. I don't know what's wrong with my head. I did it for you guys. I was too busy trying to aura farm the camera. My bad. And you can see, bro, I'm thumbing on this map. Makes Blue Smite feel insane. I can't believe the F&G I didn't auto it. I thought I'd input 2, but I'm noob. If he turns around to try and fear me with point and click, then we can... Nice. Going to be a bit of a crazy one here. We're going to get Zoe bubbled here in a second. I'm going to try and bait it. Okay, but my boys just let me go. My bad. Whatever. Worth 1k. I didn't really want to look for a fight like that, but to be fair, they got the TP in and everything just looked pretty bad. My bad. When I look at a death like that, that death screamed to me not enough health, where like if that was Sterix, maybe it was definitely a little bit better. But you can kind of alleviate that problem by just... Wow. How crazy was that? You know, now it seemed like my health was like right at the break point of being like really, really enough. But now it's definitely enough. Top laner's fed, so he's doing a little bit of forfunning. We'll see if he gets away with it. Not looking good. We need to lock. I'm going to clear bot to top. If we get picks, then I will go Baron. Usually at times like this is like around mid-game where like you want to utilize side lanes to get you a really big advantage. But before I do that, the moment that I die, you already know. Hey, I'm taking a full clear, man. It is what it is. My Smolder's 1 in 6, but it's 20 minutes, so he could be at like 180 stacks. Yeah, 142. So he's got a little bit more work to do. I bet playing Smolder's actually like the most goated thing on earth, because it's either you win lane and you snowball, game's completely over, or you just always play to scale. Now, if there's a Smolder player throwing up FFs, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're crazy. Nice. We do have Dragon Soul in 1 minute. Without a pick, doing Baron's like kind of rough. So maybe we just position to play for Dragon. They're kind of prepping. He's gonna ult, but BRIAR will run to the crab, and then it will get close enough to run at him. Then we get the CC chain, WW2. I think Smolder might be able to kill him. I'm just gonna go to the crab because purple crab is OP. If he lives, if it fits, it chips. Just kidding, ignite OP. Nice, worth. Ooh, my God, we're making it work. Nice. Fiddle's looking for something. Right here, I'm pretty sure we could Baron, but I don't think it's worth the risk of not just going to Dragon Soul. So I'm going to try and just spend some time hitting mid-turret. This 20 seconds is basically saying, like, hey, man, let's just get the soul. Because, like, you'd only be worried about Baron if they could do it right now. But because they can't just do it. Turret bite. Oh, we didn't get it. Because they can't threaten it on our recall, like, challenger teams, what they'll do is if they see you going Dragon Soul here, they actually just 5-man Baron right now. Because you have to get this soul and then recall. And they utilize that timer to just get Baron. And that can't happen. You want to be aware of that. It won't happen in lower elos because it's like you have to really be thinking ahead. But if it happens, man, you'll never forget it. It happened to me once. I've never forgotten it. Because you feel so secure getting a Dragon Soul, you're like, GG, but it's actually not. Nice. Go, Titanic. You know me, man. I'm not scared of it. Yeah, what are we? We're 22 minutes into the video, so I think it's time to like and subscribe to the video, please. Thanks. Doing that shit in real time. I'm him. I can say, wow, this Mundo is actually just giving us a run for our money, huh? Oh, Zoe found. I can show you something cool that you can do to Zoe. Let's see if he does it. Oh, no. Nice. We can just go straight Baron, actually. The jungler's on Raptors. When Zoe bubbles you, what you can do is you can actually just buffer your ult. So once you're about to fall asleep, shoot ult, make sure it hits, and then you get to cleanse the CC. And look, dude, Baron, 131 armor, 80 MR, 400 AD, and 18,000 health. Like, this shit is serious. Nice. I don't mind greeting the crab. But yeah, well, I can say, like, light flex, but mostly just because I'm happy about it. So I think BRIAR's been out for 5 total splits. And we were able to end rank 1 BRIAR OTP again. Woo! I don't know, I haven't been, like, bringing it up enough because, like, I actually am very happy about it. Because I was stressing about, like rank goals and making content while I'm doing it and streaming it, and it got a little stressful for a point. But yeah, the season ended and we ended rank 1 BRIAR OTP again. So it's I don't know. I'm happy about it. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah, a lot of people do ask, like, hey Logan, can you go Bork and Titanium in the same build? Like, yeah. When you're snowballing with Bork, if you want to just add an extra auto into that, you could just throw Titanic in there. I missed, bro. Seems like they're just winning. We're way ahead now. It seems insane. I'm going to get another wave going, and then we'll be good. So, like, right here, it's better for me to go mid instead of bot, because they're already going to get, like, that turret and everything, right? So, if you spread out the pressure here, you can get a little bit more value. Might take a lot of damage to do this, but Go with it. Got the turret like super low. Yeah, we're flying.
Logan is the goat of BRIAR. I've never seen anything like this before.
I think I'm dead. I played this one badly. Yeah, I didn't get the W2 before I E'd, so him killing me there shouldn't happen. But I thought I did get it, no lie. But whatever. Mechanical misplay. He's a hen champ, by the way. He's not even level 19 yet. But yeah. And yeah, we can kind of talk about like the state that BRIAR's in more at the end of the video, I guess. We can do like some stat analysis for you guys because this is day 1 of the season, so obviously these are placement games. But yeah, on the mid lane account, if you haven't realized, if you came to my stream today, you realize so I am doing BRIAR mid to challenger instead of BRIAR jungle, at least for the current moment. So I'm giving myself like a month to see if I can get BRIAR mid to challenger. Just something different to do. I mean, again, man, we've gotten challenger, you know, every year, and we're doing it playing Titanic basically every time, outside of getting masters on mid and top, and then lethality to grandmasters. So we like, I don't know, man, just to keep it fresh, because I think BRIAR is a cool ass champ, and I feel like people could do more with her. So so if you come by the stream, there will be a lot of mid lane content, but I'm still going to be pumping jungle content because L0gan jungle, man, don't get that twisted. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at, where, you know, I just want to do something new. Like, I don't know, I swear, man, Logan no BRIAR's coming up. But yeah, so it is what it is. It's pretty cool. This game is kind of in a weird spot where, like, we just hit their base, now we just have to do it again. If we win any team fight, it should just be GG. I don't know. Let's just clean them up here. It seems like they're just doing random fight and pray. My Smolder's on 212 stacks here. He has ghost, so he can't even flash over. This guy is dead. Let Titanic rise. Bang, bang. Get to the corner. E. WQ. W2. Nice. Hey, you get a little bit of an ending there. Shit, let me get 3,200. I'm gonna get, yeah, GG. All right, DFF. We were likely going to recall, go to Elder, and then end the game through bot, but DFF, I was going to buy Guardian Angel. Nice. GG. Huge. Woohoo. But nice. Basically, top damage, we're up about 7,000 in jungle. Good damage taken in runes. Through the roof. Alright? Through the roof. And again, you could go lethal tempo with this, and it's like not even crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this helps you figure out the gameplay. This is likely what I will do every single time that I'm on jungle. So I think that this is the best strat. I know a lot of people are doing this exact gameplay. It could evolve. It could change. But right now, this is what everyone's doing. So I say stick with this and figure out just kind of what direction it takes you. But other than that, you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I already said it. Never mind. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much. Peace.